more the silence starts coming in, deepening and deepening. So then, fast forward, I left India, I continued my studies I was living in Amsterdam, I was born and raised there, and studied at the University of Amsterdam, and I met my other teacher then, who helped me kind of to structure more and deepen the beingness. And that was very helpful. And because it was hard to come back to Holland and be in the regular structure of life. And then after some years after that, later I moved to America, and then I met my teacher Ali Shanti almost like 20 years ago. And I feel with the meeting of Adya, then kind of the bottom fell out. And and still really the experience I had was just kind of a little bleep, you know. I didn't have like this big bang, whatever happening. It was just a little bleep of taste of true beingness. And I still didn't really call it I'm awake now. It's like, oh. And then in another way, my life started changing. And anything still that was there, that was taken away also in nice ways and not so nice ways. Because life, you know, gives us exactly what we need. If your hope, your longing is to be completely free, then life will put anything in front of you to become that. So then, you know, on top of that, I'm born with a kidney disease that my mom died of when I was young, and my sister has it, so it's kind of a family thing. And so slowly that started building also. And that has been and still is my biggest teacher, because it has helped me so much to not identify with illness, not to identify with my body, to care deeply, to really deeply listen to this body and the needs of this body, but also not to get so hooked to it. You know, we all get hooked to our one thing. You know, for some of us it's money, for others it's relationships. We all have our thing. This was my thing. And that was my sadhana, my practice, every day, because every day, and still every day, it brings me here. You know, it's just wonderful. It's every day knocking on my door for attention. And so that has helped me, I feel, to empty out completely. So it's kind of this sinking into the body, and first this sense of space and presence, and then deepening and deepening, and then feeling, you know, really touched by this human called Marlies that's doing all she can to be free and to be here and to be human, you know. We have all our own ways of wanting to be here, and we all do the best we can. Well, this human here called Marlies does also the best she can. And so in my experience, there came a time when everything, what I experienced, was so deeply moving. And the heart just started opening naturally to, you know, the first evening Cynthia Bourgeot talked about looking with the eyes of the heart. But for me, it's also really feeling, sensing the sweetness of being, but also the sweetness of being in the midst of this human stuff happening. Because especially on the spiritual path, at least that's how it was for me, there was this idea, well, I shouldn't have any pain, you know, all should be okay, I should be always happy, and you know, it doesn't really work, right? Sometimes there's a lot of sweetness, and sometimes there's not. There comes stuff up. And can I put my heart there too? Can I be really pierced by this human pain, this suffering, not only in me, but everywhere? So that started deepening even more deeply, that it didn't matter anymore if there was pain or suffering or truly happiness. I mean, I still have a preference for happiness, truly. You know, still do. And more it gets less and less. Because more and more I'm resting in being. And I know the beingness, the stillness of being, the unfathomable, I don't know how to pronounce it in English, vastness of being takes care. It takes so care of us. You know, it's so loving. It's up to us if we can allow ourselves to melt into that love, melt into being. And then when you go deeper and deeper into being, then you come really as what we call in Zen, the void. I call it her. And her is not necessarily a female, even though you would think it's the feminine. To me, her is the vaster than vaster, wider than the universe. It's like incomprehensible being, but it's not really being. It's wider than being, deeper than being. It's empty of any thought, any feeling, anything. And it's full of life. It's that what animates everything. So in a way, what starts happening is that more and more, you know, any thought I have, any feeling I have, any idea I have about my so-called kidney stuff, or anything else, it just dropped, it's just taken away. It doesn't matter anymore. Because the only thing that matters is that light of, I don't even call it light, it's her, it's that.